All right, Shalom. First and foremost, we give our praise, glory, and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashem Kakwadash. The honor to the apostle, the elder, great millstone, and to the I can cross the globe, pushing over the truth and sincerity, want to say Shalom. I'm just touching, laying back and off this brother, GMS Wiki 144. Elder been around a long time. Watch his videos quite often. When he gave a testimony about spiritual powers, and it touched me also, very inspirational, very motivational, very a faith booster, man. And I know in our group we brothers are posting spiritual power videos and the things that we're waiting for, the changing of our bodies, man. To getting those gifts, those rewards, like a spiritual power, the gift and reward from the Lord for his elect. And we're gonna see a lot more superheroes, man. In the near future. And it's just a testimony of the words of Yahweh outside becoming true. I truly believe that we're going to be doing things that no one has ever seen before, and it's going to be like a normal thing for us, and not a big deal, so to speak. I just want to get for a piece of what is edifying. Excuse me. These videos don't be long. Shortage of my storage, man. I'm trying to figure out how to create more storage, but nonetheless, it's for John 3:1. It says, "Behold, what manner of love the Father has bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of the Most High. Behold, the world kneweth not us, because it knew not Him, because it knew Him not." And people, they discredit the Lord. They don't accept Yahweh Shai. They don't believe in Yahweh Shai and the miracles and the power and the glory that He has sent from His Father, Yahweh. And those spiritual gifts, those spiritual powers are going to be passed down to His sons. And people they're mocking us when we believe in aliens and we believe in spaceships and spiritual powers, but they're true. And that's just a testimony of the faithless. Fear not the incredulity of those, man. All right, these people don't have any faith, therefore they can't believe or grasp the idea of their brother or their son or their dad or their friend being the man of the Lord and receiving these spiritual powers from Yahweh Shai Shai, because they don't believe in Yahweh Shai Shai themselves. Verse 2 says, "Beloved, now we are the sons of the Most High, and it does not yet appear what we shall be. But we know that when He shall appear, we shall be like Him. We shall see Him as He is," man. And one thing about inheritance is that you're going to get what your Father has. And our Father has spiritual powers. He had the ability to do things no other person could do. And the sons of the Lord, the Most High, the elect of Israel, the prophets, they're going to receive those same gifts, the same powers. We know that the scripture talk about we're going to see the Lord traveling in the glory of His greatness. We know when He returns, He's going to be a power, not lowly coming riding on a coat of an ass. He's not going to come down as a servant, as a in the flesh like mortal man, man. He's going to be immortal. He's going to come down in His great immortality and His power. You see, and the elect, when He returns, are going to be as such. And that's something that we're looking forward to. That's the hope that we hold on to. It's the power, the mercy the Lord going to bestow upon us by giving us these spiritual powers, man. All right, there's plenty of scriptures, man, where men of the Lord have received these special gifts. And the world marveled at. Elijah, Elisha, Yahushua, Moses, man. All right, King David. These are examples of evidence that those who believe in Yahweh Yahushua, those who you hold dear, are going to have these spiritual powers, man. Look at this. John 14:12. Verily, verily, I say unto you, he that believeth on me, the works that I do shall he do also, and greater works than these shall he do, because I go into my Father, man. All right. So the works that Yahushua did, you're gonna be able to do. Yahushua, I'm teleported a couple of times in the scriptures, man. All right, Yahushua turned water into wine. He healed the lame, the sick, the blind, made them to be able to walk. People are gonna be able to touch us and be healed. You see, our shadows passing by, touching our garments. We're going to be able to do these things. You see, we're going to be able to move mountains. We're going to be able to have control of the elements, control over minds, mind reading. All right, we're going to be able to change our disposition. Add one cubit